Ladies and gentlemen, we all know that alcohol wreaks havoc in the body. It destroys every single cell that it comes into contact with. And it is one of the biggest killers on the entire planet. Yep, that exact same stuff that gets marketed to you every single day. The same stuff that the celebrities promoting. The same stuff that your friend calls you up and says, do you want to go and have a drink? Yep, that exact same stuff is one of the biggest killers in the world today. And the damage that it does to the body is insane. And listen, I've been there. I've woken up with the shakes, I've blacked out, I've got into arguments and fights, and I've even thrown up blood on a computer. It absolutely beat me down. But in this video, I'm not talking about what it's going to do to your body. Alcohol is slowly killing you, but in a totally different way that you are not aware of. And I'm going to explain how alcohol is really killing you, and then I'm going to tell you exactly what to do about it. Can't wait to share this with you today. Just before we get into the video, if you actually want my personal help stopping drinking in the Sober Clear program, where we really help you reframe the way that you view alcohol using something called first principles thinking, and we have coaching and a community of business owners and professionals for you to do this with, please go ahead and click the link down below. You can book a call and you and I can jump on a quick phone call together to really see if the program could be a good match for you. It's a positive approach that doesn't rely on labeling you an alcoholic. It's not AA related. It's not willpower related. It's something completely different. We've worked with over 300 people now. We've had clients from NASA, JP Morgan, Forbes, and we are getting some incredible results. So go ahead, click the link down below if you want to book a call. And now let's get into the video. Now, before we get into this, I need to make one thing clear. This video isn't for everybody. If you're the kind of person that's complacent, don't take this the wrong way, but if you're a complacent individual that's cool with drinking a few drinks and you don't really care, listen, my channel's not for you. This video is not for you. All good, no disrespect, but it's just not for you. This really is a video designed for people who are motivated. Because right now, I want you to imagine two paths. The first path is the path that you're on right now. You've drank alcohol for this many years, you drink this amount of alcohol, you've achieved this with your life. Just picture your life and that's the path that you've walked. And I want you to imagine almost an alternate universe where alcohol was never a thing, it was never in society, you never touched a drop of alcohol. And I want you to ask yourself, how much different would life be? How much more success would have you created? What would your relationships be like? How healthy would you look? What age would you live to on that path? And the answer is you'd probably be in two very different places. I know I certainly would have. I know for me, when I was 25 years of age, when I actually stopped drinking alcohol, that path that I was on, I was overweight, I wasn't making much money, I wasn't nice to be around, I wasn't confident. I was shy until I had a few drinks because I didn't really like myself. I was just trying to escape who I was all the time. I didn't have good friendships. Listen, when I was drinking alcohol, if I was real with myself, life wasn't where I wanted it to be. And that trajectory wasn't necessarily getting better. It was getting worse and worse and worse. And I hate to think how life would be if I hadn't touched a drop of alcohol once in my life, because in the 5 years that I've not drank alcohol for, everything has changed. It is so much better than what it was 5 years ago. You know, I've traveled the entire world. I've helped my nana with retirement. I've paid for my whole family to go on a trip to Thailand. I've moved to Dubai. I've built this online business. I'm really living the dream, but none of this would have happened if I'd have stayed on that trajectory. And after stopping drinking 5 years ago, I've aligned with a different version of myself, the best version of myself. This is what I'm talking about. Alcohol, sure, it's killing you physically, but you know all of that, and it doesn't even help. Like, so what? It's gonna reduce our life expectancy. Does that really help anybody? But it's killing the person that you were born to be. You weren't born to be somebody that just stays drinking, stays escaping, has that low self-esteem, low self-confidence for the rest of their life. You weren't born to be somebody that would make a promise to themselves and break it again and again and again. Heck, even make promises to your family and break those. You weren't born to be that person. But alcohol is killing the person that you could have been and that you can still become. Because you can become better with your health, with your relationships. You can have that career that you've always wanted, the financial success that you've always wanted. There's a version of you that's waking up every day. They're not trying to escape life through the bottle. They're waking up, they're getting after it. That version of you exists right now. But every time you take another sip, you kill that version of you. You bury them a little bit lower, a little bit lower, and a little bit lower. And here's the thing, the great news is that it's never too late. It's never too late to change, and it's never too late to do something about this. You might be thinking, hey, but you were 25 when you stopped drinking alcohol. I'm 40, I'm 50. I have seen people who have drank, no joke, I've worked with people directly who have drank a bottle of vodka every single day for the past 40 years, no joke. And I've worked with those people and they've completely transformed their life. They look different, their face looks different, they say that their energy is completely different. One of my clients said that his wife calls him Kevin 2.0. That was a man that drank for 40 years. What happens if he just said, do you know what? I've been doing this for 40 years. I might as well just keep going now. No, what a stupid idea. Because all it takes is you to say, enough is enough. I'm putting this behind of me. I'm not not doing it anymore. And listen, if you want help doing it, you can click the link down below. You can book a call. We can see if my program could be a good match for you. But every time you take a sip, it just gets further and further away from you. But it's not too late. You can still do this. And if you click the video on the screen now, you can learn why a drinking problem exists with a new system to gain control.